Hey, sup guys, we finally got a small update on when the official patch notes for Street Fighter V Arcade Edition will drop. We first thought it wouldn't be till the end of January. Yikes! Way after AE's release because of what was said on the official CFN website, but now we have a tweet from the official Street Fighter Twitter saying patch notes will be posted soon. So of course, right after that, people wanted a more specific answer. Is it going to be a week? Is it going to be 2 weeks? Or maybe even tomorrow? And then they tweeted again on the same day, simply saying, we'll post them soon. So yeah, let's hope at the very least that we get these patch notes before the launch of AE. That way we can, test these new changes right away. So yeah, in the meantime though, we might as well continue some early reports from the PlayStation Experience build. And once again, all the sources that I got this from is in the video description below, and be sure to let me know if I missed anybody. Alright, so let's talk about Necalli today. Because the mystery has finally been solved on what the heck that new move was called Heart of Gold, if you check the updated CFN website on the move list. So if you look back on the Capcom Unity blog, where they have the description of all the new V-Trigger 2s, you can see they actually didn't mention Necalli's second V-Trigger and how it works. So this is how it works. Necalli's V-Trigger 1 and 2 are actually exactly the same. The only difference is that V-Trigger 1 gives Necalli a new move, and V-Trigger 2 gives Necalli a different one. So your choice on which V-Trigger to use is based on which new move you favor more. Also, both V-Triggers are still 3 bars. So let's start with Necalli's new move in V-Trigger 1. This is called Clouded Mirror, and this is done by pressing hard punch and hard kick at the same time, and this will make Necalli leap forward and do a downward swipe, kind of like a pounce. You can use this move as many times as you want because Necalli's V-Trigger doesn't drain. First off, this is not an overhead attack, even though it looks like one. You can hold down forward to make Necalli leap further, and you can also charge this by holding down hard punch and hard kick at the same time. So the normal version seems to be slightly minus on block, but still safe, but the charge version looks plus on block, so you can do some frame traps afterwards, which is scary because Necalli does have a command grab. It doesn't seem like you can cancel your normals into this leap though, into this new move. And on hit, it knocks the opponent up in the air. The charge version gives you enough time to juggle the opponent with an uppercut after, and I would also assume you can land a super too, but I'm not sure about the normal version if it knocks him high enough or Necalli recovers fast enough to juggle afterwards. So the obvious use of this new move would be a gap closer, I think. But it is pretty slow and easily telegraphed, so like the Unity blog said, you would have to mix it in with your other moves, so the opponent can't anticipate it and keep them on their toes, otherwise they're going to blow you up. This definitely looks like it will go over fireballs. He does go pretty high as well, so there's that, and I guess you can use this to bait some throws too, because it kind of like how Akuma uses his forward hard punch, this move kind of gives me those same kind of vibes as well. So we'll see how players experiment with this in the future. Alright, on to V-Trigger 2 now. Necalli's other new move is called Heart of Gold, and this is done once again by pressing hard punch and hard kick at the same time. This makes Necalli shoot out a slow moving projectile in front of him. So once again, you can use this as many times as you want. The projectile goes only a short distance, similar to Laura's projectile. They both look kind of the same. This does 5 hits total, and it does collide with other projectiles. The startup is pretty slow on this, and you also cannot cancel into this move like his first one. And it does not knock down on hit. So because the startup is so slow, I would imagine this is more of a setup based move where you knock down the opponent and force them to block the projectile as they get back up, and Necalli can freely move in and attack and apply pressure, and he's super plus, right? So this kind of compensates for Necalli's throw loop if you think about it, because if he gets the opponent in the corner, for example, he could probably do almost the same thing. You can throw the opponent, use the projectile and set it up so as they're getting up, they're gonna worry about if you're gonna throw or you're gonna frame trap and whatever. So it isn't rare to see Necalli also knock people down like right in front of him with his V skill, especially with the V trigger active because his V skill is a lot faster. He could probably set something up with Heart of Gold as well, use a projectile right there, and his dash is it goes so far, right? So no matter what, as long as the projectile is in range, Necalli can get right in your face. So it seems that V Trigger 1 is more suited for giving Necalli more options to close the gap and possibly bait throws, and V-Trigger 2 is for setups and wake-up pressure. So at the end of the day, both V-Triggers are very powerful because, you get the same passive perks. Many people were wondering, how Capcom is going to top Necalli's first V-Trigger, since it's one of, if not the most powerful V-Trigger in the game. So the solution was simply just to buff it, I guess, and give Necalli a bunch of new moves. So let me know what you guys think about these new moves in the comments below. Now in terms of Necalli's balance changes, the only thing I heard was his throw loops being nerfed, which I already mentioned, and Necalli's standing light punch anti-air being nerfed as well, which we discussed in a previous video. So, Necalli is one of those characters that kind of, slips through the cracks every single one of these patch updates, and has always been a very consistently strong character. So I'm very curious if, Necalli will still be the true Ryu of the game, you would say, especially after hearing about his new tools in Season 3. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching the video, guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to like the video as well. It helps. And of course, we'll be covering AE very closely on more early patch notes, and, the official patch notes when they're released soon. So, till then, guys, take care.